Good morning, everyone. Weren't our young champs amazing? Yes. Uh, I don't think you can start a day without, a dance like that. We're so proud of you. And you know what? They are the reason we do what we do at MindChamps. And it means so much that it started with them today. And in fact, today, thank you so much for being a part of this momentous moment with us. And it brings me back, in fact, to the time when in 1978, my parents put 3 little children onto a tiny fishing boat in the search of a dream and to give their children a better future. In fact, my parents are here today with me. And so, when they put us on this tiny little fishing boat, setting sail to search something better for their children, we were out at sea for many, many days, and it was amazing. I still recall, even as a 9-year-old, looking out at the horizon. And as I was looking at the horizon after endless days of travel, days and nights, still remembering that this moment when I looked at the horizon, no matter how far you travel, the horizon seems to look the same distant away. And sometimes it felt like you would never get there. It's amazing. But when we first set sail to the MindChamps boat, metaphorically, yes, in 1998, and Catherine was right there with me when we set sail to the MindChamps boat, we had a vision, and the vision was to take a model of education, which we then coined the 3-Mind model of education, to the world. And with this vision, we realized that we were about to face some very, very serious major storms along the way. And yes, we did hit many, many storms. But each time we hit those storms, we pushed through and we soldiered through every single time. And so I'm so excited that you're here with us today to share this moment, because we can now say we have arrived at our first important landfall. Yes? Yes. And in fact, this important landfall will now enable us to not just be still moving in our MindChamps boat anymore, but now that we are a publicly listed vehicle, public company, proudly so with SGX, thank you so much, we are now able to exchange our boat, the MindChamps boat, for the MindChamps aircraft. Yes, yes. Which we nickname the MindChamps Aircraft 1. Yes. And with this aircraft, we're now able to travel to parts of the world much more rapidly and to truly bring our passion, our belief in a better and a new model of education for the young champs of the 21st century. Yes, okay. And you know what? But they always ask me this question, why Singapore? And in fact, Singapore has 2 very special reasons in my heart. The first reason why Singapore to the world from here, proudly so, to hold the Singapore flag brand to the world. The first reason is, in fact, most of you don't know, but without Singapore, I might not even be here today. In fact, on around the 3rd day of our travel at sea, when we were out at that ocean, at one stage we were about to be pirated by 2 boats, 2 ships that was flanking us. And when the 2 ships were flanking us, about to jump on board to attack, suddenly, when we were so scared, suddenly they left. And we didn't realize why. But when they left, when we saw far in the distance coming our way was a huge container ship. And guess what ship, which country it came from? Singapore. Yes, yes. This huge container ship from Singapore was coming our way. And in fact, they then came and they gave us food, they gave us water, and they gave us fuel to, And in fact, that was the first time I ever experienced and tasted the wonderful, famous chicken rice from Singapore. Yes, yes. And we felt like, I still remember talking about this with my parents, we felt like we're the luckiest refugees, to have that wonderful chicken rice from Singapore, And you know what? That's a very special reason why Singapore holds a very dear place in my heart. And in fact, that was so powerful that what was etched into my mind was that Singaporeans are very, very kind people. And having been a proud PR of Singapore for the last 14 years, I can now say it's so true. Yes, yes. And the second reason is, of course, if we're to take this model of education, the three mind movement to the world, we realize that Singapore is the gateway to the world. Singapore is the gateway to both the East and the West, and is the perfect platform to bring as a brand to the world with Singapore's high standards of education. So we're so proud to be taking this with the Singapore flag to the world. And you know what? In closing, because I know that the lions will be dancing very soon and we'll be counting down very, very soon in a moment. Just in closing, if I could just say, this today could have never happened with so many amazing people. The whole entire MindChamps team, due to time, I won't go to every single individual, but the whole MindChamps team, thank you so much for believing. Yeah, and you know what? But we couldn't have made this happen without all the professional advisors. And all the professional advisors, the teams from DBS, thank you so much. The team from Allen and Gledhill, thank you so much. We're working around the clock. The team from obviously Nexia, thank you so much. The team from as well TSMP, and also, of course, thank you so much to SGX for being, a big part of this journey with us, proudly from here to Singapore, the world, and to all of those who've believed in who we are and stand behind us. Just finally, I wrote in this book with my dear friend Brian Caswell, who's our Dean of Research, that when logic says that the dream is beyond your reach, only the heart knows the truth. Thank you. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chiem.